The World Chess Hall of Fame, a place that is a monument to the game and, believe it or not, to the way it inspires art. Welcome to Painted Pieces.
Painted Pieces, art chess from Purling London.
Purling London is a high-end maker of chess sets and other games. They mixed art into the equation when the owner encountered a most practical of problems, trying to play chess on the beach at sunset.
The sun was going down and they were having a hard time as it was getting darker and darker differentiating between each other's pieces. And so he thought, what about having contemporary artists brighten up a chess set or give it their own flair?
Artists were sought out whether they played the game or not, as Crystal Fischetti told us via FaceTime from London. Do you play chess?
Do you know what? I actually don't play chess. But as a kid, I used to play it with my dad. I actually prefer backgammon.
Her portrayal of three kings is among those showing here, one of three continents where her work is on display. But it took time to get it right.
The first attempt was just no bueno, and it just didn't work at all.
The three kings bring a theme of forgiveness. Other pieces are lighthearted. An artist called Mr. Doodle did just that on his work in the display. Some of his doodlings are reminiscent of graffiti art. And speaking of graffiti, there's the piece by Terry Noir, best known as the first artist to use the Berlin Wall as a canvas, both in West Berlin before it fell and later in the East, where he was often running from East German soldiers to avoid arrest. Other names will be even more notable. Sophie Matisse, for example. Yes, Matisse.
Who is art royalty. She's the great-granddaughter of Henri Matisse, one of the most important artists of the 20th century. She's the step-granddaughter of Marcel Duchamp, another huge, important artist.
She has two sets on display here in St. Louis. Her work is very much about the use of colors and their interactions. Other pieces, meanwhile, have something more to say.
There's a really beautiful set that you would look at and you think, oh my gosh, those colors are so pretty, and it's actually a commentary on plastics in the ocean and the bleaching of coral reefs. And then there are other ones that talk about the glass ceiling and women breaking out and some of kind of this Me Too moment.
The Me Too reference was appreciated by the artist, Daniela Raychev, who also spoke to us via FaceTime.
I love it! I mean, I've done a couple of pieces that were more of like a feminist or female empowerment, that had female empowering messages in it. And the piece Glass Ceiling, I think it was just the timing as well of exhibition that inspired me, and also like what I was thinking about. Ooh, I feel privileged.
The rising pieces and broken glass on the board tell part of the story. More subtle is the positioning of the pieces, laid out as they were in 2012 when the world's top female chess player, Judith Polgar, defeated Magnus Carlsen, the current world champion, who's held that title for 5 years. Yes, this artist is a chess player who thinks the world of this unusual canvas.
I love the idea. I used to play chess as a child, so I understood the game, always found it challenging, and I like the idea of the conflict and two sides against each other.
The Purling sets can cost up to $10,000, so playing on them here is a no-no. They did come up with a virtual alternative, however.
So what you can do is you can pick any kind of chess set that you want, any kind of location. You can play against the Grim Reaper, you can play in Rome, you can play in a library in England. And a few of the sets that you can actually pick are sets from this exhibition.
To play for real requires a purchase, but these type of sets should be able to handle the workload. So yes, someone can play a game on a Matisse.
With a Staunton chess set, one of the reasons why they've stayed around so long is that they're sturdy and they're durable, and you don't have to worry about, pieces breaking off with them if you wanted to play. So I guess it's up to the owner of the set.